Okay, so I fixed the water leak to my hot water supply here for my gas heater. It was leaking right over here, and I fixed it yesterday. And although I don't have a video of what I did yesterday, but I think it would help some of you who might be attempting to do the same job. I did it because I couldn't find a plumber or a handyman to come and do this. I know this can be a tricky job, that's why I didn't want to attempt it. But I had to do it, so I did it. And it is working, and I was lucky to be able to do it, and I'll tell you why in a minute. So for me, the most important part of this job is to get these water heater supply line washers. So this is expensive. This is like $10, 3/4 inch. And I think they're expensive for a reason, because they're probably heat resistant. And I'm glad I bought them, because I wouldn't have been able to fix the leak here. And you'll need, of course, a wrench. This is crescent wrench, pipe dope, the teflon tape, pipe cutter. You need something like this or something small. Something small sometimes is preferable, because when you're working in tight places. So, and this to rough up or to clean the copper pipe, because I'm using a Sharkbite connector. So basically what I did, you have to cut the pipe here for me, because I was planning on using this type of Sharkbite connector. And this screws right over here, and then this part you just push up to connect it to the 3/4 inch pipe. I wasn't able to use this fitting, but I will save it, and I'll tell you why. Because once I cut the pipe, I cut the pipe over here, and I was able to remove this. Actually, it came up quite easily. And the reason for that is because for some reason, I don't know why, the nipple, a few of the threads are missing on one side. And this plastic liner here is a little warped. So, and I was saying to myself, oh, maybe I have to take the nipple out. I bought the nipple already, but I tried and it was very hard. I used a pipe wrench and an extension, and it wasn't budging. So I wasn't about to force it, because you can crush the pipe and make this a more painful job. So I decided not to change out the nipple, even though it was missing a few threads. So with this, the threads inside is not that very deep. Whereas this copper compression fitting here, the threads are much deeper. So maybe that's why they were able to put it on in the first place. When the plumbers, these were actual plumbers who installed this, they were able to put this fitting onto the nipple and make it not leak for about 5 years. So long story short, I cut the pipe here, I loosened this, clean out all the dirt and rust inside, because there was a lot, and there were a lot of rust because when they installed this, they didn't use a dielectric union. That would have probably prevented some of the rust, but they didn't, and what can I say? So when I'm doing it now, I'm still not using the dielectric unit because I would have to do some solder then, and I don't even know if that would help me because the nipple itself is no good. So I clean out the dirt inside. I put the compression washer inside the cup here, and then put teflon tape, wrap it a few times, and then I put some pipe dope. This is just added insurance to make sure it wouldn't leak, because like I said, the plastic liner here was warped. So I had two things going against me to make this not leak. This is warped slightly, and about this much of the thread was missing on one side, and the plastic liner was exposed. So this cup here has to go down all the way to about here to make a good seal. So I screw this on with the pipe dope and Teflon tape, and then I use the shark fitting to make the quick connection. I know they don't recommend it, but hey, it seems to be working. There's no leak, and this was done yesterday, and so far, keep my fingers crossed, hasn't leaked. So if this is good for another few years, that's fine with me. If it leaks again, I can now take it apart because I know how to do it, because I did it once. So this is just an encouragement for some of you that need to do this. Of course, you need a wire brush as well to clean out the inside, and like the sandpaper, 120 grit to clean the copper pipe so you can do the Sharkbite. There are many videos on these Sharkbite fittings. They're less than $10. And I even 3D printed a release clip. So yeah, so that was how I was able to fix the leak yesterday. And I hope if someone who is attempting to do this, yes, it can be done. Make sure you get single most important parts you need is these rubber washers, supply line washers, water heater. Okay, good luck with your repair. So if for some reason the Sharkbite fitting fails and water comes out and goes to the floor, I have a flood stop sensor here. This goes up to this control unit, is powered by AC, and it also has battery backup. And what it does is, and when it senses water, moisture, it will turn this pipe off. This is the cold water supply, and there's a motor here that's supposed to turn the water supply off, so any leaks here wouldn't become a flood to your floor or basement. So I haven't really had a chance to see this in action, although when they installed it, it worked. So just a little added insurance, and hope the leak won't come back.